Hello, it's Alicia Danielle, CEO and founder of Become You, your favorite leadership strategist. And today we've made it to our last foundation in our lead series. And this one is last on purpose. Now, if you've been following the videos, we've been going through all of the lead foundations, which is learn, evaluate, articulate. And today we're on the last one because you can understand, learn, you can practice, evaluate, and you can work on it to articulate. But if you don't have the last foundation, the rest will not compound. It will just be stuck in good intention. And as we know, intentions and impact does not always align. D is for develop. And this is the foundation that is going to actually make your growth stick. Let me describe something I feel we all experience. We go to the conference, we read the book, and it's a good book. We watch the video, and we genuinely feel something shift. The clarity, the energy, the this is what I've been looking for feeling. So we take notes, we make a plan, and we show up on Monday intending to do things differently. What happens? It's busy, people have needs, priority shifts, and by Wednesday, you're back in default mode. Your plan is somewhere in your head, your notes are somewhere in your phone. It happens. You get busy, needs, the priority shift, and by Wednesday, you're back in default mode. And your notes are somewhere in your phone, your plan is somewhere in your head. You had last week has kind of faded. This is not a willpower issue. This is not a discipline issue. This is what happens when we treat development as a event instead of a system. And honestly, this is how majority of our leadership developments are set up. It's a one-time event, an annual retreat, workshops that have no follow through structure. So they create experiences, create insight without infrastructure. And the thing about insight without infrastructure, it expires, it fades. Develop foundation means creating conditions for your growth and not to where you're not dependent upon things such as having extra time or being motivated or being in the right headspace. Because let's be honest, as a leader, you never have extra time. You never really have the ideal condition. So if you're waiting for those things, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Do is build small, intentional practices that are sustainable when life is full. And I mean small. I'm talking about just maybe 5 minutes to reflect. And this is not journaling because I know journaling is not for everyone, but just answering 3 questions. What do I want to pay attention to? What did I do well? What would I like to do differently? Having one conversation with someone you can trust to be honest with you. Not someone that's just going to tell you that you're doing great, someone who knows your work and will tell you the truth, which means you would have to be honest as well. About identifying one specific thing you would like to work on as a leader, not 3, not 4, not 5, but just one. And this way, your development is more focused and not just floating. Now, this is not going to be grand development system. And it's not glamorous. It doesn't feel like a transformation, but it compounds over time. And it will show up in ways that that one big time event never will. A piece that I would like to name because I feel like this piece is underestimated the most, and that's accountability. Now, I'm not talking about accountability in the punitive sense where someone will call you out or embarrass you if you don't do the thing, but more in a supportive way. have something or someone in your corner that when focus tend to shift, it can help you keep your development on track. Coach, that could be a peer, that could be a community of like minded people. The structure matters less than the consistency. Because here's what I know: leaders who grow the most are not the most talented, nor do they have the most resources. They are the ones who stick with the work consistently, even when it's inconvenient, even when it's not yielding results or immediate results. The stay in the work capacity, that's development foundation. Lead foundations. Build self awareness from your own experiences. Develop discernment to know exactly what matters. Close the gap between what you're thinking and what you communicate. That holds it all together, develop. Build systems that make your growth sustainable. Not four things for you to work on before you can lead. These are four things that you will these are four things that you will invest in continuously and together. They'll create more of an internal foundation that will make everything else work better, if that makes sense. We want to build the internal foundation first this week. And your final reflection question for this series: which of the four foundations would you like to prioritize this week? And what is one small practice that you can commit to this week? Drop it in the comments, write it down, and put it somewhere where you can see it, because this is where it starts. I really appreciate you all being a part of this series, and I will see you at the next one. And if you haven't already, be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter, You Lead Weekly, on LinkedIn at Alicia Danielle. And this is where I share practical strategies that you can use to lead more confidently through uncertainty.